as well. Mia was great. Add to the edition, which was lots of fun.
Add to the edition.
Addition to the edition.
There's double adding.
Add to the.
To be fair, she's so great.
Was a good addition.
She's worthy of double add.
Yeah, you're a plus.
Plus.
Yeah.
Mega plus.
Welcome back, guys. You are watching MackZaddy, and we've got a very, very special episode today because we are talking about
The Kraken.
Swingvasion. Number 3 to be exact. Number 3.
And it's Mackenzie!
In case you didn't know.
Yeah. Surprise! I'm the special guest of this episode.
Your hair still looks great.
Thanks. I'm just gonna. This is a live.
Nah, I saw a part out of.
Yeah,
out of
I also saw it.
I was trying to make you feel better.
I can't be on camera like this, you know. So today we're talking about Swingvasion. You'll see these lovely octopuses.
Yes. We clarified the plural.
Octopuses. We had them recently. Gifted to us even. A Swingvasion. They had like a Kraken theme.
Yeah, and why did they have a Kraken theme? No, why did we get these actually?
Why did we get these? Well, we got these because we kind of got tagged onto like Rashanya's thing. But last year, Swingvasion, on the way when they were dropping us back to the airport, Rashanya told like this 10-minute story about it was just this very long story with so many things happening. And to sum it up into one sentence, she went and won a plushie at a claw machine game.
Nice.
But that
was it in New Zealand that she won that?
No, just in life.
General?
Just in life. And then after that, she had the great idea of telling them that they need to get plushies for the trophies next year.
Gotcha.
And for the following year, she would pretty semi-frequently just let them know that, hey guys, I think this is a good idea. She was sending them photos of these or like websites with these. And she's like, see guys, they're not that expensive. It would be easy. You guys could just go ahead. And then the whole weekend, she thought she was getting one. She thought every time they wanted to talk to her, she was going to be given a plushie. And she slept through the first judges meeting on the first day.
Nice.
And Guido was like, oh, if you can come in, I'll just have a quick chat to you. And she's just like, oh, yes.
It's time.
I'm getting a plushie. And then she gets there and he's like, yeah, you slept through the judges meeting. So she was a bit disappointed. But on the last day, at the awards ceremony, they brought out this little plushie, all of these plushies, and gave one to Rashanya and to us. We got some of this. They're very cute. Oh, and she cried.
She did.
She cried so much. It was very wholesome.
And we only just got to the event because Brisbane was being hit by
That's right.
Alfred.
Yes, Mr. Alfred.
Cyclone Alfred.
That's right.
Which was not that big a deal unless you were on the coast. Then it was a bigger deal.
Yeah.
People were like without power for like a week.
Yeah.
And maybe some people more.
Yeah.
So like Wednesday, basically, I thought there was so much wind. I was like, Maddie, we're going to have to leave tonight if we're going to get there. Yeah. Which those guys were already on top of. They're like, we're probably going to need you guys to leave early because you already...
We left like 2 days earlier.
Left earlier.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's actually being quicker than we thought it would be. Yeah. And then we left and it stayed out in the ocean.
It got delayed.
For like the whole time.
Flights are still cancelled on Thursday, Friday though. So we still couldn't have made it over regardless. So that was fortunate.
So we still made it.
Then I was worried about getting back, but we made it back easy too.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Sweet. Yeah.
Had to go to work.
Fun little fact. I'm actually on this show.
Oh, is that you?
Is that you?
Me and Rashanya.
Oh, from your routine.
Yeah.
That's
from the lean back. Yeah. That is the
I know your routine. I've seen it so many times.
Oh, stop it. I've seen yours a couple times.
Isn't that from the lean back?
Yeah.
Lean back.
But then she comes up and she goes...
Yeah. Exactly right. If you're a big fan of mine, which I'm sure you are, you'll also know where this is from. But that was just very cute. I got to be the Blobby people this year. So
I want to be a Blobby person. Have we been a Blobby person yet?
No, I think last year it was Charisse and... Oh, sorry. First year was Charisse and Guido. This year was us. And next year, I think...
Well, it better be us if it's...
We'll see. Putting it out to the universe. If you just keep asking them for the year, they'll probably do it at the awards.
We'll nag them out for a year. We'll get it.
Yeah, the likeliness is uncanny, Mackenzie.
I know, it looks just like you, right?
You guys are both bald like that normally. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Rashani definitely has like thick...
The baggy pants.
Thick thighs. Thick thighs. Yeah. Love that.
That's very fun.
The event itself...
We digress.
Yeah, we digress. This will be your third year though. You were there for the first one as well.
Yeah. We've done all of them.
Cool.
Yeah, this year was awesome. It was really fun. So this year they had 3 levels of workshops. They had the 1, 2, and they did introduce one level 3 class, which
Or
was
advanced.
cool. Or advanced, yeah. Which is very cool, which means they're growing and they're building, which is awesome to see. More people, more teachers. So there was Mia that was brought on this year.
Yeah.
As well. Mia was great. Add to the edition, which was lots of fun.
Add to the edition. Yep.
Add to the edition.
Add to that edition.
What?
You said add to the edition.
Addition to the edition.
Addition
Yeah,
to the edition.
there's double adding.
Add to the.
To be fair, she's so
Was
great.
a good
that she's
addition.
worthy of
Yeah.
double add.
Yeah.
You're a plus plus.
Plus.
Yeah. Plus,
Mega plus.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was a fun weekend. This was my second year. I was there last year and this year.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for the first one. But no, it's cool. It's sweet. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
The venue is pretty cool.
Love the venue.
Yeah, the venue's great.
A proper like dance.
I found more rooms there than I realized there was last
so
year.
many.
It's huge.
So I think the grand plan will be pretty cool if that whole space can be used eventually and it can grow.
Imagine that.
Which would be sick. To get enough people there to have a lot of cool stuff happen, I think. In the future would be
awesome.
sick.
Cool.
And I can imagine the parties and all that sort of stuff would be wild.
Cool.
We had our K Newhouse there this year.
Yeah.
Visited
Awesome.
over
So
to
cool.
NZ. That was cool.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
She ran a WSDC questionnaire Q&A kind of thing, which was very fun. Like, I don't think I gave her any breaks. It's just like, do question.
Did you do that at the last one you were at as well?
No. What other one?
The Asia Open one? Is it Asia Open? Or...
Oh, we didn't go to that one.
That's a judges
I don't
meeting.
think we made it. No, there
No,
was
she
one.
did like the...
I didn't get to make it to
We
that
didn't
one.
make
Yeah.
it to that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good to be at this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. Lots of fun. Thanks to her coming out and like
Yeah,
opening
it's
that
awesome
space
to have
up
her
to
there.
everyone.
Yeah.
What else? We did comps. We actually didn't compete at this one, actually.
No,
I'm competing.
no competing.
We did
I
a
was-
invitational.
You competed.
I did compete. They let me compete, which was very, very lovely. Thank you very much. I appreciate the points.
Yeah. What else?
You emceed your first West Coast Swing event.
Yes. That was fun.
Yay.
So it was pretty funny. So for those of you that don't know the story, when I was at the event, and you were there, if you've seen it, so like we just did our demo, and then we got ready for our routine. These guys have gone, and I know who's up next. And so Guido's there announcing and talking stuff, and I'm like, okay, give us the microphone. And he's like, no, sit your ass down. And then everyone's yelling at me saying, go away, Zach, you're a freaking nuisance. Which, valid to them. If they didn't know what the conversation was beforehand, which was, Zach, you can introduce us, that's fine. I would understand. But you saw me, and I was like, these guys told me. Anyway, I said it so much to them that they felt bad for me, I reckon. And they let me have the microphone for a couple of things, which I very much appreciate.
The next day.
Yeah. And then Guido was like, oh, you're actually pretty good at this.
Yeah.
So it was pretty surprised. I was actually surprised myself too.
Even got most of the names right.
I got all the names right. It was just the order.
two.
Yeah.
So MCing is something that I'm trying to get into at the moment. So I've done a lot more. The first time I MC'd was at Ignite with Emma and the guys that were on there with Emma at the time and MCing, and I was not prepared for like a buffering time or names or anything like that. So it was terrible on my behalf. Definitely own up to that. And it kind of scared me off doing it ever again. And then I was like, okay, no, I really do want to do it because I love talking and talking about dance. And I love being a hype man. I want people to always get hyped up and get energetic. So if I can do that through a mic, that'd be awesome. So I've been studying, I guess, like watching MCs a little bit more recently. Not recently, like for a couple of years after that. And then I was like, okay, I gotta get over my fear and just try to do it again. So yeah, I'll keep you informed on that space. But it was pretty good. So if you ever do get into MCing, what I did, there was like, I think 2 people's names, like like, and then when I called them out for the finals, what happened was I went at one point, and I forgot Blake's name. And I was like, guys, so who did I forget? I apologize. Yeah. And they're like, Blake. I'm like, everybody give it up for Blake.
For Blake!
And Blake's awesome. Like, really appreciate him not making a big deal out of it. And it was kind of fun. He got his own round of applause.
Yeah. Exactly right.
So I'm learning how to deal with these moments a little bit better, which is kind of cool.
I thought you did so good. I was like so impressed. Like honestly, going into it, I was like, oh, he's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not true. That's not true. But I was like,
I was nervous.
I was nervous.
I started it off by saying these guys gave me the microphone, so they're all very, very scared.
Yeah.
You could tell Z and Gita were legitimately concerned.
Watching over. Yeah.
They were very hesitant about the whole situation.
No, but I think, I was so
great.
impressed. You were like getting the energy up. Like, once you were like in it was like, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. This is exactly like you've got the.
I think the hard part was trying to be someone that I wasn't when I was first doing it. Like, I had put on a persona that I didn't understand.
And I was like,
and then
that's not really you.
Did you speak in a French accent?
This time was more like, okay, I'm just getting into it.
Yeah.
And even when I screwed up things, even when I screwed up things, you just own it.
Yeah.
No, the second time around was much more you.
I've talked to a lot of MCs since the first time I tried, and then got some good feedback from like people like Ben Morris, Tara, Brad, Z, and I'm sure probably some other people, but like even the guys around like Guido, just asking him like what events are next and all this sort of stuff, how we're rotating, all that sort of thing, which is cool. Working with Kyrie as a DJ for that was funny. So I've noticed...
Kyrie, you're amazing. Shout out to you, dude.
Yeah. I noticed that each DJ has a different type of walkout music. And a different type of like bumper music and a different type of... do they play it when people are walking out or rotating, or do I talk before that? So there's a couple of things that I want to like fine-tune for myself as an MC, but which is very cool. Kyrie made me aware of that too, which is thanks to him.
I think I was like dancing the most or getting into the most of like Kyrie's like transition music, like between like when things were happening or people were like rotating the cycle. Every time it come up, I was like, ooh,
yeah, I want to dance to this.
Yeah. Makes me want to boogie.
Fun.
You know, actually, one of the this is our second Swingvasion recap.
Yes.
Now together.
Part 2.
So, the first year we talked about the music was a bit quiet.
Yeah.
This year, loved it.
Oh yeah,
Solid
it was.
stuff. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
On top of like recapping each event, like this is specific to this year, but I think it's cool to see how they grow and how they develop each year, which is really
awesome.
cool. Yeah, I big shout out to them for doing that.
Yeah, they were like, it's too quiet. Oh, we're gonna blast it to the max. Everyone left a little bit deaf. That's okay. That's not true. This is not true. It was
they were
a good
ahead of schedule. Like the scoring was done real quick, so that was awesome. They were on point with that.
Yeah.
It was good.
Gosh. This isn't even part of technically the event because I got there a day earlier.
2 days earlier.
I went and got to see some birds.
Oh, you saw some birds.
You went to a zoo or something,
we went
right?
to New Zealandia, I believe it's called.
New Zealandia.
Yeah, which is like a bird sanctuary.
Cool.
Or like so you just go there and see a bunch of birds.
Did you see a kiwi bird?
No, I didn't. You know they're nocturnal. I just found out.
So you have to go out at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
They
then good luck
don't
seeing
have
them.
wings.
and they don't have wings?
Don't they have?
I reckon. I'm sure they've got tiny.
We were
ones.
trying to draw them on the board. That's right.
Yeah.
And
Mia's
Mia drew the best one.
had the best kiwi, but she also had just seen one.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see one, but she saw one like the week before or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, saw some interesting birds.
Did she go to New Zealandia?
Yeah, so that was me, Mia, Phillip, Kay, Thomas, and Lucy.
Ah, cool.
Kyrie. Oh, the Americans and me.
Yeah.
Americans and
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's cool. Like Philip stayed in Auckland.
Yes.
Or
yeah.
Christchurch, Auckland, before coming to Wellington, where Swingvasion is, and got to do some hunting, like with the birds, and got to do like all
hunting,
of this
like
stuff.
as in he hunted
Like
birds.
duck
Birds,
hunting.
yeah, you know how
I
like
believe,
duck hunting in America, like
Geese? Was it geese?
no,
Oh,
they
ducks,
were
yeah.
different.
Ducks.
I can't remember what
Oh.
bird they were.
Duck.
That's sad. I like
It's a
ducks.
bird that has been
Had a bill.
has like
Walked
been
like a duck.
populating
Talked like
a lot.
duck.
Yeah, Donald Duck. He's still alive, guys. Kids, don't worry.
And yeah, so yes, what we're saying is the most exciting part of this whole event was the ducks.
My point on that is to be like, look, go and see the sights. If you're going to come from overseas, you want to make it worth it, right? You want to go see the sights. You want to go see the beautiful waterfalls, see the land, see the culture, and then go do an event while you're here.
If you've never been to Wellington,
Oh, it's so pretty.
and my God, is it windy?
Oh, yeah.
Just-
It's windy.
Wow,
And it's
I think
pretty.
like when I got out of the airport,
Windy
like
way.
I walked outside and I was like, oh, it's not as cold as I expected, and like I was still next to the building, and as soon as I passed the building into open space, I legit almost fell over. The wind like blew me, and I was like, whoa!
It wasn't as bad as the year before. The year
Oh,
before
that
we got
was
stormed on, and
Like
Yeah.
monsoon.
Yeah.
that was way better weather weather
It was
this year.
beautiful.
Well,
Way
yeah,
better.
it rained a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah.
I remember
Just like,
being
yeah.
warm even.
Oh.
Like I was like,
We,
oh, that's nice.
We really wanted to do our Mia podcast, which some of you would have seen. We really wanted to do that outside on a deck with a great view.
Oh.
But it was so sunny, there was like too much sun. The contrast.
Next time we
wasn't
need
right.
sunglasses
Yeah.
and we're
But,
gonna do it.
Yeah, but you see, like where we did film, I thought was very pretty. It was
was beautiful.
Fairy
It was so
garden.
wholesome.
It was still
Very,
a
very
nice
cute.
atmosphere there.
Yeah.
But next time I'd love to get that view. That view looks
Gorgeous
beautiful.
view. Next year.
Seriously,
Swingvasion 4.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the actual event. Let's just go day by day. Friday was the first day. What did we do on
we did
Friday?
it. We did a workshop on Friday.
Oh, the
yeah.
hype up
With
one.
Pump
Hype
Up
Up
workshop,
one. Yep.
which
That
is
was
always fun.
Mini routine.
Then was there comps? It was a fun comp on that night.
There was the Switch
Yes.
tournament
Yep.
style thing. So there was like a Jack
Battle.
and Jill like Switches comp, at which anyone was just allowed to enter. You'd get paired with a random person, and then all of the pro staff. We like judged it based on nothing but our personal preference and our excitement for the people we were watching.
Yeah.
And we would choose our own champions, and then they would like represent us in like
In a
like
battle.
a battle tournament style.
Yeah.
1v1
Against the other people.
comp.
Yeah.
And that was
That was
pretty
fun.
fun.
Yeah, that was
Some
great.
crazy things.
I love it. What's your judging criteria? We don't have any. Just pick you
It
like.
is what it
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
The only thing was like we all had to pick on the third song, but there was no order in which
That's
we wanted
fine.
to pick. It was just like first and first serve.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, they made such a big point of being like, oh yeah, you have to wait to the third song because we want to give everyone enough time. We want to make it fair for all the judges. And then I go over to JP and the second song, Mia's picked a person.
No
Zia's
way.
picked a person.
No
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, what the heck?
Cheaters.
Cheaters.
We were told we
Cheaters.
had to wait.
I
That's
waited.
why- and I was like,
Rude.
I was so
Rude.
kind. I was like, I'm gonna wait to be the one of the last people. And then we walked off, and everyone's chosen the person, and everyone's walked off, and Maddie's comes up to me and goes like, "Were we supposed to keep our people up here?" I was like, "Yes."
That was
See how
not.
everyone.
That was not disclosed.
yeah.
I picked them on the second song, but I didn't know I had to like
Yeah.
physically like take them with
That was
me.
funny.
Anyway,
That
it
was a
was
fun
very,
night.
very fun. It was
And
like
there
a
was-
super cool comp, I think.
There
Was
was
it
social
Emily
dancing after that
and
as well.
was it Kaylee and Emily that won?
Yes. Yep.
Um,
Kaylee and Emily. They
yep,
won.
yep, the
They did
girls.
awesome. Kyrie,
Smashed
close
it.
second man.
Carrie
Kyrie and Logan. Woo.
That was that
was
was
hot.
so fun to watch.
That was
Very, very
hot.
fun. Hopefully there'll be a video of that somewhere.
Yeah.
That
There will
can be
be.
posted.
Demos
Yeah.
and routines with that night, I believe.
Check out their
Yes.
YouTube
Yes.
channel. You'll find
Yeah.
it there somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saturday night. Saturday day was pretty full on.
Workshops.
Push-ups,
privates,
privates.
Then we
Yeah.
had like social dancing as well. Sunday was
More
workshops.
Dinner.
and dinner.
Dinner.
Yeah, a little bit of
After
social
party.
dancing, but then dinner.
Yeah.
And then we all catch up. This is what I love about like the end of events is like a big catch up with
I
the whole
love the
group.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sunday night is
yeah,
where
yeah.
everyone's just catching up. Everyone's having a good time
There's
together.
nothing on the next day.
Yeah, everyone's kind of
Yeah.
like we
If you're
we don't have to
smart.
go to
Most
work.
people.
If you're smart, yeah.
You never go to work Monday. That's just you never.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
Um,
So, what did you guys do for your workshops?
We did a feedback session.
oh yeah.
That was the
and-
everyone giving each other feedback session?
Yes, and only good feedback.
Yeah, so we limited it to how like the potential of the workshop. The workshop could go a lot further.
Yeah.
Like except the level that we had there, we weren't sure on how much we could give. So we made sure we gave specific to be like good feedback.
To balance it out, your next feedback workshop,
Bad.
you'll have to only do bad feedback just to
Nah.
balance it out.
I like handicapping the.
Yeah,
I talked about
That
it
would
later.
be a handicap, to be fair.
Yeah.
And many friends, not me.
Yeah.
But,
Create some
so we
divide.
did, that was actually really fun. I had a lot of good feedback about that one.
Cool.
And then we talked about close holds. We did a close hold workshop because it's very underrated, I feel. Close position. And then, was that it?
yeah.
Did we have two?
And then just the
We had
routine.
three.
The
Oh,
pump
yeah,
up
and the
on
routine.
thing.
Yeah.
And then the routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys do?
We did two. We did one was like a body rolls workshop,
yes.
like isolation-y body roll thing.
Yeah. If you guys don't do isolations after all the routines you do,
I know, well,
it's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
disappointing almost.
We
You
try
want
to
people- you want
that's
to-
generally the goal of like bringing something that I think people would like want or expect
seeing
from
you guys,
us.
yeah.
But that felt very, very much in line.
No, you should do a blues workshop.
Blues
That would
coming
be
up.
right
We're
up
doing
your
a whole
alley.
blues course.
Contemporary.
Right up
A
your
contemporary
alley.
look.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. I'm sure I'd feel so comfortable teaching a class like that.
Maybe after France. Who knows?
Maybe after France.
Maybe after France.
Nothing like learning blues. Oh, well, Maxime and Tori, I'll just watch them. I'm stealing that.
Smart.
Yeah. But yeah, we did the body rolls one. That one was really, really cool. And then our second one, what do we call it? It was like adaptive groove, I think we called it, where we essentially just took like a base level movement of some sort, and then just tweaked it in different ways to like show different emotions or have a different feel and energy about it. But at its core, still being like the same thing, but you can kind of ideally be applicable to like your like basic patterns.
Love that.
But that was like very, very cool as well. That was on the Sunday morning. And we did the Sunday morning the year before, and it's like those workshops start off like so small. Like I think we got in and like one person walked in like 2 minutes before
Sunday
it started,
morning.
and I was like,
Any
hello,
of the
one
first
person.
workshops are going to be the tough ones.
Yeah.
But then like progressively through it, like the hour, we then ended up having like a fair decent amount of people. It's just no one wanted to get there for the start of it. Which, you know what, fair enough.
Yeah.
It was a big night on Saturday.
Love it.
So those were cool. It was
That's
very,
good.
very fun.
All in all, it was a great weekend, and
Yeah.
thank you to everyone that was there and
Thanks for having us back.
having us there, guys. It's
Yep.
Always a pleasure being in New Zealand, especially. We
Love
love
it.
you guys. It's like our second home.
Yeah.
So
so good.
make sure to get there next year. We'll see you guys there. Hopefully, if not, have an awesome one, and we'll see you the next thing.
Bye.
Bye.